Imagine a game that brings together millions of people where nations compete in the shared language of passion, skill, and teamwork. That game is football, also known as soccer in some part of the world. Whether you're a casual fan who watches the World Cup every 4 years or someone who plays in local leagues, football is a sport that has touched the lives of billions around the world. Football is the most popular sport in the world with over 4 billion fans globally. It's more than just a game. It's a cultural phenomenon that transcends borders, language, and even politics. But how did this global sport come to be? The story of the football dates back centuries with roots in ancient gameplay in culture across the globe, long before it became the structured game we know today. In this speech, I take you on the journey through the history of football. We look how the sport evolved from the ancient origins, its development in England, and how it grew to become the worldwide sensation it is now. By the end of this speech, you have a deeper understanding of how football became the world's most beloved sport and how it continues to shape cultures, communities, and nations. Now that we've established football's global significance and how it has become more than just a game, let's take a closer look at the journey of football through history to truly appreciate where football it is today. It's important to understand how the sport evolved from the ancient origin to the creation of modern football and a global spread. Each phase of football history played a critical role in shaping the sport, making it the powerful cultural force it is now. We begin by examining the ancient origin of the game, exploring early ball games played by different civilizations and how these games laid on the groundwork for modern football. Then, we move to the birth of modern football in England, where the game as we know it today took shape. Following that, we look at how the sport spread across the world, fueled by the formation of FIFA and the inception of the World Cup. Finally, we explore how football has impacted culture worldwide, become a tool for unity, social change, and cultural identity. Each of these moments in history is connected. Every development, whether it's a small change in the rules or the formation of international tournaments, has contributed to making football the beloved global sport is now today. Now let's start with the where it all began. Football ancient origins. Football history began far earlier than many realize. In fact, the origin of football can be traced back ancient civilization where early versions of ball games were played. For example, in ancient China, over 2,000 years ago, a game called Chuju was played. In Chuju, players would kick a leather ball into a small net, and while it was mostly used as a form of military training, it also became a popular recreational activity. Similarly, the ancient Greek had the game at Pescaros, where teams compete to advance the ball with both hand and feet, somewhat resembling a mixture football and rugby. Moving forward to the 19th century, we begin to see the emerge of what we know as modern football. At this point, football had grown widely popular in England, but different regions and schools play by their own rules. This lack of standardization led to confusion. Then, in 1863, something pivotal happened. The Football Association, known as FA, was formed in England and it standardized the rule of the game, creating the law of the game. This is the moment when football as we know it was born. One of the most significant decisions made by the FA was the separate football from rugby. Priority, this many version of the game allowed to use their hand, but the FA decided to focus on using the feet of the moving forward. This created a clear distinction between association football and rugby football, a distinction that would shape the future of the sport. This new version of football spread quickly and in 1872, the first official international match between Scotland and England. This match marked the beginning of football as a global sport. As the 20th century began, football started to spread across the globe thanks to British colonial expansion, international trade, and growing popularity of the sport in 1904. The Federation Internationale de Football Association, also we know as FIFA, was founded, uniting countries from around the world to oversee the development of the sport. The formation of FIFA was crucial in organizing international competition, with the first FIFA held in 1930 in Uruguay. This tournament was groundbreaking. It brought together nations from across to compete on the global stage. This World Cup became the most prestigious football tournament. In its part and exploration, in the sport popularity worldwide, football isn't just a game, it's a cultural force. The sport has an incredible ability to unite people from different countries, background and even language. One of the best examples of this power was in the 1998 FIFA World Cup in France. The French national team, which was made up of players from various ethnic backgrounds, went on to win the tournament. Their victory sent a message to unity, showing how football can bridge divide and celebrate the diversity. Football also play a significant role in business and tournamentality. So players like Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are global icons, influencing not just the sport world but also fashion, media and even politics. The financial impact of football is staggering, with top clubs earning billions announced through broadcasting deal, sponsorship deal and merchandise sales. Conclusion: as we come to the end of this journey through the history of football, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes this sport truly remarkable. Football isn't just about being caught around the field, it's about the connection it creates between the people, culture, and nation. It's a game that has evolved from ancient civilization through war and revolution. To become the world's most beloved sport, it becomes something far more than a game. It becomes a universal language capable of bringing millions together in a shared love for the sport. But beyond the historical milestone and statistic, the true essence of football lies in its ability to bring people together. Its emotion shared by fans during the World Cup final, the pride in representing one country and the joy of seeing young players dreaming big. Football reflects the power of sport to shape our identities and inspire us to way that extend far beyond the pitch. In conclusion, football story is not just one of competition, it's a celebration of human connection, passion and realization. Whether you're on the field or in the stand, football is a reminder what we can accomplish together as a global community as we look to the future. One thing is certain, football will continue to evolve, inspire and unite us, just as it has done to centuries.